Does anyone have a question? You know, I, it took years for me to learn really what my job is on the earth. And in a period of time I've been doing this meditation, I've accumulated a vast resource of knowledge, of wisdom, of connection with an energy that's infinite in the universe. And my job really is to give it away to people that truly want to receive it, the people that are willing to do what it takes to get it. And that basically is what classes are about, what meditation is about. It has to be passed on from generation to generation. I mean, there's so much insanity that goes on in this world that people have to understand how important it is that deep spiritual practice moves from generation to generation. And it took time for me to learn that that's my job. My job is not to die with this. Everything I've learned. I mean, what am I going to do? My job is to give it away. And what a teacher dreams about is people that are willing to do what it takes to get it. And and the question is, what does it take? I really don't know. It's unique to every human being. It's how deeply somebody wants to surrender, how deeply they need to be a servant of God and to be a servant of life and to do what is essential to continue this profound inner growth that can take place inside themselves. I always say, it's almost biblical, it's a covenant between what a human being makes and higher energy in the universe. A commitment, you're born here and you sign a contract. It's not a physical contract, but it's a contract based upon need to grow. One will do what they have to do in order to build a spiritual life, to become a servant of a higher force of energy. Not a servant of Stuart. I'm not looking for disciples and people I can tell how to live their lives and blah, 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 all that nonsense that goes on. But people that I can give it away to, who through their deep inner work and their commitment to God and Spirit are willing to receive what is there to be given. As I say, I've spent a lifetime, God, it's 50 years now, doing really deep spiritual practice. And I started out as a novice, as a person who didn't know shit about anything. And my teacher used to remind me of that all the time. What do you really know? He used to, and growing and learning and growing and overcoming endless obstacles and tests to that growth. And realizing through all of it, what's the purpose? The purpose, yes, is spiritual enlightenment. But while I live in this world, his purpose is to give it away unconditionally to people that truly want to receive it. I hope it's clear, I mean, I'm going to, Emmy, please try to sit still. Hello? Try to sit still and do the meditation while I talk. If you move, it disrupts the whole energy in the meditation. Does anyone have a question? I mean, life itself is hard enough that people have to deal with the day-to-day process of life. And we need fuel, we need energy, we need spirit. We need to replace what we spend working out karma, being responsible to family, to friends, to jobs. It costs a lot of energy to do this. And if we don't replace that energy with a spiritual force, it just keeps draining out of us until there's nothing left. People, you look at people in their 70s, their 80s today, and you'll see how drained people are of life. Just spending and spending and spending, and you gotta receive something in order to replace what you're spending, in order to live in the world. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? I know what I'm talking about is difficult, but so what? You said life is ever easy, you know? But what I'm talking about is truly having a spiritual life, making it palpable, making it part of your everyday living, uplifting yourself and uplifting people around you. And probably above everything else, just being a happy human being, full of love, respect, compassion for other human beings, for life. I remember years ago, I read a poem by William Blake, and he said, "Everything that lives is holy." And it really shook me up. I think, that a fly, an ant, any living force, any organism, it's holy, sacred, God's creature. And in order to live that way, one has to have consciousness. One has to be connected to that spiritual force with gratitude because it nurtures them so deeply inside that they're willing to surrender and surrender to allow that energy to keep flowing into them. It'll keep flowing anyway, but at least into their chakra system. Does anyone have a question? Okay, no questions. There'll be meditation on Thursday. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And as I say after every class, God bless you all. Thank you for being here. I mean, every single one of you have a place in my heart, because every single one of you, your presence here really demands that I have to go to a seriously deep place inside myself to provide nourishment, because each person is different. Each person is unique. And this can't be a standardized meditation. It has to be something that really works to, develop each and every person that attends. That's work. And I love that work. So God bless you all. There'll be class on Thursday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.